Hi, I'm in Jalan Bukit Lanjan and I'm going to go to Bukit Lanjan East Hill. So let's go. You can get here by taking a T810 bus from Mutiara Damansara and it'll take you to Bukit Lanjan. Alright, so I believe that the trail should be starting up there somewhere, although I'm not too sure. I'm going to ask the guard and see if he knows. We'll find out. Hello. Awak tahu macam mana pergi ke jalan-jalan Bukit Lanjan?
Bukit Lanjan?
Yeah, other trail. Ini 99 speed mark.
Yes.
Dan ke atas sana ada dua trail pergi ke Bukit Lanjan.
That one last block behind the.
Last block there?
That one.
This one here?
That one.
Okay, so I'll walk there can ah?
Last one.
Okay, terima kasih. So I'm coming to the end of this block and behind this building, and that looks like a bit of a trail. I wonder if that could be it. Looks a bit too steep and unused though. So maybe there's a trail behind here somewhere. It's a bit more obvious. Trying to find a more obvious place to go. Maybe. Could it be here? Could it be here? Maybe this place. We shall try. I don't think it's going to be behind. Doesn't look like a trail there. Okay, let's go up this one. Let's try it. We can only try. This is the closest to a trail that I can see. So I think we have to try it. Okay, it's a bit treacherous because it's very, very slippery. So let me try to get hold of something before I go further. Roots are always good if they are not rotten. Okay, it does look like a trail. Whoa, it's a steep trail though. Okay, well I see this trail up here. And I guess there would be a better way of going, but okay, look. I guess the trail would have been from there. Well, it's a drain. But it looks as though there's a trail up there. And it looks as though there's some sort of steps leading up. Looks as though it could have been used. Wow, so this is the proper trip up Bukit Lanjan. Okay, make sure I have a good grip. Okay, it's another drain. Is that another drain up there? I don't know. Oh wow. Well, this is certainly off the beaten path. I can tell you that. Okay, let's do it. If you don't see this video, then I perished. Okay, let's try to get up. Using all the vegetation I can to pull me up. Doesn't need to be the strongest, just needs to be strong enough. Roots always good, as long as they're not rotten like this one. Okay, another drain. Shit. Okay, probably a path that's not at all used. So I think what I'm going to do is use my nose, which is to go down this way, and I think there's a drain that leads up all the way. So I think I could use that as a guide. Yeah, looks like it. I think that'll be a better guide than me trying to make my own path in a place that I do not know. Okay, good. Let's just follow this trail up, shall we? The drain up, rather. Yeah. Well done, Kian. I think it's the path up, but look at that. Mosquitoes just following me. Wow. And they're chasing me. Look. What is that? I don't think it's a deer entry here, but I think some animal must have brought it there. Let's get out in the open, because the mosquitoes are just too much. Skin. Again, skin. So let's look. Ooh, look at that. This is a deer entry. Man, and they're starting to come into fruition. So I guess you could say that, yeah, it's good. The guy said today's the 10th month, and the guy said on the 11th is the season. So I guess it's starting to grow. Look at that. Can you imagine? Deer entries in your backyard. There we go. A durian. A bit bigger than the one I picked up at the other side of Bukit Lanjan. Look at that. Mosquitoes following me. Oh. Mosquitoes still getting me. Bugging me. Come on, go, get away. Whoa. Mosquito infested. Okay, watch it, guys. So look at this. Another durian grove. And they're all sort of bearing fruit. All of them. So that's totally amazing. So I mean, I think the local residents knew they could get durians here. Shit, mosquito. I guess they would come. Again, somebody's eaten it. All these are durian trees. Okay, let's go. Don't believe it. Bukit Lanjan has durian all around it. It looks as though some people could have lived here at some point, or stayed here at least. Shelters there. There's a fire here. Well, not a fire, a fireplace. Oh. Surrounded by durian trees. Craziness. Okay, I don't know if I could live here because of all the mosquitoes. Yeah, just durians everywhere. Okay, let's venture up further. See if we can find a trail. I'm using my nose again. I think it's going to go this way. Somebody made an effort. Okay, I think there might be some sort of a trail there. I think I see one. I'm not too sure because it's all sort of overgrown. Let's take the clearest path to it. Oh, a lizard. Okay, so I think this is one. It looks as though it's been used. A lot of cooler under here. Okay, looks as though it's leading somewhere. Well, that's really quite... heard something. Almost like a human voice, but I think it's probably a bird. Yeah, I mean, I think it's quite lucky of me to stumble across the path. Somebody built another fire. Because it looks as though this is a lesser known trail because it's not beaten. So looks as though these have been recently cut. Whoa! Mosquitoes following me everywhere. Look, this one's been open. Looks as though it's been eaten. But the seeds look too tiny, so probably by animals. but that must be a durian tree then. Okay, I see a bit more of a path. Whew. Okay, don't stab myself on those recently cut trees. As long as I'm heading up, I think I'm doing okay. Because it is Bukit Lanjan after all, isn't it? Okay, so I can see a path here. Oh look, that's another durian tree. Another durian down there. Oh, quite a lot of durians up there. Oh look, another one. They're getting bigger. I wonder if this can be eaten. Maybe it could. Looks a bit green though. Oh, it's not entirely green, but I don't have anything to cut it open, and I can't bring it home. Would be nice though to try. Should I try? Interesting, because they only ripe to eat when they fall, and it doesn't look as though it's been eaten by anything or even penetrated by flies or worms. The only way I'm going to find out is by trying, isn't it? So let's try this, shall we? I don't think they drop unless they're ripe. So I'm going to bring this home, put it away. Okay, so on the way again, see, these things have been chopped recently. And there's not much of a path, but wow, more durians. Okay, so with that durian, you know, I'm not really allowed to bring any durians into my place or even into the building that I live. But what I'm going to do is just take it along with me, get a knife, and then go outside and try to opening it. Because durians, once they open, they really stink up the place, and I know that if I just do it in the apartment block, when I throw all the skin and stuff, this is gonna stink. So the best place to do it's outside, then use an outside bin, and that would be the best bet. Okay, so I'm really carving a new path up this way, because to tell you the truth, I don't see a path anywhere. I'm just sort of making a path up myself. Ouch, it's a bit thorny. Yeah, just making a path up myself in the best way possible, following the, ouch, thorns, watch out for thorns. These are very spiky things. Oh. Okay, yeah, so, ouch, ouch. Ow, that hurts. Shit. I got a branch full of thorns on my shoulder. Oh. Okay. Don't know if it ripped my shirt, but that's not my concern at the moment. My concern is to, and there are vines on the floor and stuff, and it's tripping me over. Oh. So I can imagine what it's like for people who have to carve their way through virgin forest. Now it looks a bit impenetrable here. Okay, what do I do? Follow the clearest path I can, which is over here, and probably it'll lead somewhere. Like I say, if you're hiking, it's not only the things that okay, some other spiky, look at this, they're all spikes there. Oh shit, I almost tripped into the spikes. Okay, I actually saw, let me use my camera to get this out of the way. Oh shit. Okay, let's go out this other way. I think it'll be a better path out. Okay, no wonder they've been clearing away this place, because it's just full of spikes. Look at that craziness. And they're not just like any kind of thorn. They're sharp, very sharp. And I'm trying to squeeze my way through if I don't get tripped over. Let's just use my hat. That'll be a good thing to just push it away. Well done, Kian. Wow. Okay, I'm coming into some sort of clearing. I think a small respite because it's really impenetrable. Okay, another spiky root across the way. Now I know my hat's what my hat can be used for. Let's use it. Ouch. Okay, that one got me. Ooh, several places too. Okay, let me get the thorns out first because I don't want them to go any further in. Whew. Okay, let's go. Let's step on this one. Okay, look, they're all around. Wow. This is really paving a way. My gosh, I'm stuck somewhere. Okay, let's get this out the way first. I don't mind the palms as long as they're not spiky. The spiky ones are the ones I have to look for. That's another spiky one. Okay, let's get it out the way. Use my hat. See, ah, shit, almost tripped. Step on this. Okay, let's get through. Yow. Okay, once I get past this, I think I'm doing okay. Yow. Let's scrape my head. So let's put my hat on. Almost impenetrable, huh? Almost. Okay, there are more thorns here. Head out. Push it out the way. These ones are breaking. That's good. Okay, let's step on this. Yow. Okay, they're all snapping. Oh, shit, I almost slipped. Okay, I see some sort of a path. I see some sort of way out. Okay, get that down. Those are green. Wow, I mean, what are these trees? They got so many spikes on them. Why? I mean, is it so tasty that animals, they need to deter wildlife and animals. Okay, this is the most unusual hike I've taken because I'm just making my own path up. Okay, let's grab onto some non-thorny plants to pull me up. I see some sort of clearing up there, but I mean, the thing I think that's really a bit difficult is all those spiky thorns, because they do hurt. I mean, I'm thinking that as long as I'm heading upwards, I will come to some sort of clearing, some path that leads to the top. But at the moment, it just seems to be like this. Yow, okay, I just got caught. It's catching my clothes. Okay, gotta watch out for those again. So it's still battling it out. Just passed through another place where I was caught by thorns, my shirt and stuff. And it's no end, because even when they dry and they are brittle, they still have thorns and they stick ouch, to one's skin, like ouch, well, like that one, or they catch onto your clothes. And okay, let's get these things off me. Okay, whoa, there's another one just here. Look, even if it's dry, they still stick. So this way seems to be like full of thorns. Crazy. All right, I gotta find a way out somehow. I wish I brought a knife. So I had to find another way around because that was impenetrable. So I didn't want to bore you with all the filming, but it was pretty treacherous in the sense that it was all the same thing, just thorns everywhere. And some of the palms even have thorns. So it's not only that particular tree. And the funny thing about this is even the tiny little dead roots that are about 1 millimeter thick have thorns on them, and they're very sharp, and they will just catch your clothes and or catch your skin, and it's not very pleasant at all because it does poke, it does and when it comes to your clothes, it'll just catch your clothes, and I have to check to see if I have any rips in my shirt, but that's not the most important thing at the moment, so I'm not going to stop and check it. I'm just trying to find a way out of here, well, to the top really, because that was my plan. And look at all this is all surrounded by thorns. Wonder where all these thorns come from, which tree. And some of the palms, like this one, even has thorns in them. Oh gosh, okay, another path full of thorns. Right, let's try to avoid this by going under and then pushing this away on top. Just catching my bag and stuff, but that's okay. Ouch. Ouchie, ouchie. Okay, some other roots here. So let's grab something which doesn't have any thorns. Find my way up. Cobweb. Okay, I don't know which way to go this way. Just get out of the undergrowth somehow. Look at that. Thorns. Okay, I'm going to stop filming and get my way out of here. Get myself out of here. Well, I kid you not. That was difficult. I'm in the clearing now and I'm just taking a bit of a break. You can see my hands have been ripped a bit, and a few other places, but this one is bleeding. And I wouldn't come the way I came because, ouch, it's pretty treacherous. I just poked myself on the durian. As if I don't have enough thorns in my life at the moment. But I'm looking for my water bottle because I need a bit of a break, because I'm still not out of the woods. There's still some way to go, but that was hard because some places were just like a whole wall of thorns, and I couldn't step on it because it pulled down the things above me. I couldn't push it aside because they were all connected, and it was difficult because even the tiny bits, like I say, which are dried, they'll just stick to you, and they'll stick to your skin, they'll stick to your clothes, they'll stick to your bag. And on two occasions, on one occasion, it just pulled off the camera off the pulled the GoPro off the stand, and it almost pulled off my D800, the Nikon. So I had to put them away, and it was a bit of a task because I was on slippery slope. I was sliding all the time, and I had to put away the cameras because it was essential. I couldn't go any further without putting them away, and that was difficult. Don't follow me. So don't. This is not a good route. It's not even a route. It's completely off the beaten path, and in fact there's no path to follow. So I'm in a bit of a clearing now, and it's still no path to be seen anywhere. So whew. So what I've decided to do is not just to head upwards, but just to follow clearings really, because I don't really want to encounter the thorns again, because it took me some time to get out of that Jungle of Thorns. And you know, it did get me in several places. They're just, you know, irritating. It pricks a bit, but you don't want to get stuck and then rip yourself on the thorns, because that's a bit silly. So let's see what's the best way out. I think I'll follow the clear path, or just a line of trees that doesn't have any undergrowth, and just do that, because to go up this way seems to be a bit more treacherous. I can see thorns everywhere. I wonder what these plants are. It's crazy. Okay, not to say that this path is completely clear of thorns. You can see that even this path has these things that seem to be, and over here, see, these are dangerous things, because your feet are, you know, exposed, and you have to step on them, and then if you step on them, you might be pulling down some other thing, and that's what I do. I step on them, but ooh, see, ooh, and then you step on that, and your legs are trapped inside a bed of thorns. It was shining bright on a bed of thorns as we breathe the air of life. And my laces have come undone. The thorns have have undone them. So let's tie that up, shall we? Okay, seems like a better way out. No more thorns to be seen at the moment. But I'm not out of the woods. So my mission is just to find places that are clear thorns that I can just traverse. Where it leads to, I'm not bothered, because I'm sure it'll lead somewhere. Whoa! Hello? Hello? Ada orang sana? Ada pub sana tak? Hello? Okay, I just saw an animal. Yeah, I can hear it crashing. I heard a growl, and I thought somebody, but perhaps not. Now I got some thorns with me, and maybe it's a wild pig or something. I don't know if you heard that growl. Did you hear it? But I saw something running when I called out. So maybe it's a wild boar, wild pig or something. But it seems as though it's coming from up there. I got a thorn in my back. And so I'm going to go up there, because if there's a clearing and a path, that's where I want to go. And I see some sort of path up there. But I'm still getting caught by these thorns. Good thing I have a cap, because otherwise my head would have... Yow! Okay, there's something stuck to my back. It's pricking me. Ouch. Okay, anyway, let's just continue, shall we? We'll sort it out when we get to some sort of clearing. Ouch. Okay, all these things have thorns. So I was using my GoPro as a bit of a thing against the thorns to push the things away. But that's what led to my camera falling off. Okay, so look at this. This looks like a place that wild boars would use, from what I've seen. And I saw something running across there. It sort of growled and then ran. So this must be a place for where the pigs come. So this is definitely, and you don't really want to muck about with feral pigs, because they can be quite aggressive. And definitely that one growled. Okay, I got to get this thorn out. And I just cleaned my bag as well. I was getting all dirty again. But let's go. Okay, done that. Okay, so when I shouted "Oi," or whatever I shouted, look at that. It looks as though it's been trod as well. So it looks quite a well-beaten path. I heard a kind of a laugh or something, so I thought it would be somebody human. I was glad of it, because then I would have found a way out. But of course it wasn't. And that's ow, ouch. Okay, that's a crap place to go. Ow! Been poked everywhere, left, right and center. there another way out? Okay, let's go this way. Is that full of... Might be better. Ouch! Yeah, I mean, these tiny spikes are just not at all funny. Okay, of some sort of clearing, and I think that's ouch, ouch. Okay. Way out there. Let's not get spiked. Okay, banana leaf, thank you. Help me out of here. Let's use you as a cushion. It's very slippery. Look, these ones are thorns, look at that. And they're just angled upwards. Treacherous things. I mean, f***ing hell. Look, stuck to my pants. And they just pull upwards, so you have to pull it this way and push it down to get it off. It's stuck to my leg now, as you can see. Ah! Okay. So not the best way up. Okay, this is what it's like. This is what it was like earlier on, where every single thing, even this thing, contrives to defeat you. And even this thing I'm stepping on now is full of spikes. Ouch! Except for this banana plant, which is helping me somewhat. This palm is holding my pants. Okay. Well, that shows you how treacherous it is and how slippery it can be. Trying to get my grip up here. Trousers are stuck again. Okay, let's get this out. Whew. Okay, I see some sort of path over there. So, there is a light at the end of this tunnel. Oh yeah, definitely light. Ouch! Ah! But before I get out, I got to traverse the Road of Thorns. So, like I say, don't come this way. Unless you are a masochist. Ouch! Ah! Okay, that got my neck. All right. Ouch! 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 Again, all these things. Oh. Okay. Okay. So, small little victories. This thing's caught to me, look. Bit of blood here and there. Okay, so now where? Looks pretty impenetrable, but I can see the light. Okay, so it seems as though there's a way here. It is a bit, looks like a tunnel that's been used by the wild boars, and I guess as long as I don't encounter a wild boar or a feral pig, that would be okay. But it does mean I have to get down really low, and whether I can or not make it all the way up that way is left to be seen. I'm trying to find an alternative route that maybe will bypass that place and get me to the same place. Are there any routes? Okay, maybe not. Maybe that's the only route. Let me make a decision here. The other thing I've noticed is that I've lost my bandana. I think I put it around my neck, and as I was traversing those the Jungle of Thorns, it just probably just caught it and pulled it away without me noticing. And now I can't even wipe my face at the moment. Oh, I can my shirt, but my shirt's totally wet. So we'll just have to bear with it. Now I really don't see any other way out apart from the pig tunnel, so I'm going to try that. Okay, so there's no going back, because going back is not an option either, because I would rather go forward and not have to face the same journey on the way down, because that was horrific. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, and I am my own worst enemy anyway, so I wouldn't wish it on myself. And gosh, if a feral pig came down this way, I wouldn't have a chance, because I'm at their height, and they would probably be the stronger of the two. Whoa, I don't even know if this is going to lead somewhere. Hopefully it doesn't lead to their den and the mums there, because that would be treacherous. Okay, so I have to go on my knees. Okay, let's do this. I'm really stuck here. Okay, I think my bag will probably have to go in the front, because ouch, there's another thorn. Okay, let's get myself organized. Okay, as you can see now, my backpack's on my front, so that I can squeeze through without lying on the floor and crawling my way. I mean, there's still sort of thorns on the above me. That's what it looks like over there, and it's slippery, so I'm on my knees. I'm actually using the stand as a grip. Thank God for that. I can do this. If the pigs can do it, I can do it. It's only a few more meters before I get to a higher to more of a clearing, I hope. But this looks as though it's a path that's been used, not by humans obviously, but by animals. Whoa, feral pigs to be specific, probably. Okay, so that's full of thorns. Let's try to go up this way. Let me put my backpack on my back. Just checking to see no feral pigs are coming up. Okay, I'm going to go up this way. Okay, no thorns. And whew. Okay, I can see the light. Let's persevere. Okay, more thorns. I can sort of see the light. At least I don't have to be on my knees. Okay, let's try to get out of here. Okay, these are rotten trunks, so they can snap at any time. But hopefully, not while I'm on it. Oh gosh. This is really just using the animal paths, really. Thank God for them. Yeah! Okay, got caught by branches. It will conspire to pull you down if you're not careful. Gosh. Will I ever get out of here? I mean, I'm not going to go back down. There's no way. The only way is through. Okay, believe me, this is very steep. Maybe I can check Google Maps and see exactly where I am, to see if I'm going the right direction. That would be an idea. Let's do that. Okay, so according to Google Maps, I've got to go there, which is on the left somewhere. So I'm not very far away if I can just get out of here. I think I'll be a bit hopeful to find a path. I've just got to pave my way and follow Google Maps, that's all. And follow its rough direction, because that will hit a road. And a road's what I'm looking for, because I've had enough of this Jungle of Thorns. Because, ouch! It's never ending. Look, my hat's been caught again. And it's not only these specific plants, they are also the palms. Some of the palms have thorns. You know, it seems as though, look, everywhere there's thorns. That's the clearest way. So I'm going to step on these, grab hold of a tree, as long as it doesn't have thorns, but these ones have thorns. They are just pulling me everywhere. Another thorns, but I can see the light. Ouch! Ah! Okay, so I'm assuming that these thorns are not poisonous. I don't think so, because I probably wouldn't be feeling the effects of it now. Okay, a clearing. Wow, this is a reprieve. Ouch. Okay, except for the thorns, which are unrelenting. So I guess I'll have to name this episode The Jungle of Thorns, Bukit Lanjan. Don't follow me. Okay, I have to go this way. Oh no. Alright, where now? Ready to do with the parang. Whew. Okay, I heard something breaking some twigs in the front of me, and whether it's a feral pig, I don't know, but I certainly heard it. So I'm trying to carve my way out of here. It is pretty, as you can see, pretty dark and almost impenetrable, but and no sight of any path, but I don't mind as long as there are no thorns that I have to negotiate, because that would be really more difficult than this. At least this way you can find your way around the vines that hopefully doesn't have any thorns and cobwebs, and hopefully come to something that looks more like a road to civilization. So I'm following what I think could be animal trails, because they seem to be the most worn. Wow, can you imagine being an animal here? Just really know your way around. Okay, I'm heading up again, and that isn't a bad thing, because the more sunlight there is, the less undergrowth, and the less undergrowth, the less chance of those creeper thorns, although palms have them too. Ouch, like that one. Okay, so we're coming up to, ouch, that one caught my ear. Whoa. Okay, still not out the woods. They just surprise you with a random thorny plants here and there. That's another palm with thorns, and you can't even push it away because they're just full of. That's why it's good. See, look at this one. You can see that's very sharp thorns. Okay. Ouch. All right. I see the light. Literally. Oh. Okay. Phew. Oh man. Okay. Where next? Okay, let's go down this way because I think there might be a path there. I don't know, but sort of. Like I say, as long as it doesn't have any thorns, I'm fine with it. Okay, a bit of thorns. Yow! Okay, quite a bit more. Ouch! Quite a bit more. Okay, my leg's strapped. Ah, again. And they grow backwards, so when you get pulled by them, it's hard to step forward because they'll just pull you back. You have to step backwards to get out of it. Ah. Okay, bit of sunlight. Ouch. Like I say, I'm always happy to see sunlight. Okay, more thorns. Ouch. More DURIANs. So I guess there's durian trees up there. All right, taking a break. So I'm hearing a lot of twigs breaking even from where I came, and it sounds like something heavy. So I heard some in front of me and some behind me. So I'm expecting to see a feral pig at least, or something heavy. Look, more DURIANs. But in the meantime, I'm not going to linger and wait for them. If they want to make themselves shown, they want to show themselves, they can. But in the meantime, I'm forging onwards. So I've got one durian in my bag, the biggest one I've seen so far. Whether or not it's edible, I don't know. I'm gonna have to find out. Okay, so seems to be getting better here. It's more of a path. Like I say, I don't think it's a human path. I think it's a animal trail. Look, another one. Whoops. Okay, I can see the light. Literally. Okay, I didn't check Google Maps, but it's irrelevant anyway. The only way I'm going to go is following the clearest way out. So I'm just hoping that I'll lead somewhere back to civilization. Because I'm certainly not going back the way I came. So this one seems more like a human trail, because it seems as though it's a bit more trodden, and the tunnel's a bit higher, taller, so hopefully it leads somewhere. What all these black fruit are. Okay, it's more like a path up here. The ground's pretty soggy. Oh man. Whoa, that gave me a scare. It's a bit of a lizard. Bamboo. Okay, looks as though I found a way out. This definitely looks like a human trail. Okay, the next clearing I'm going to take a break, drink some water, and catch my breath. Because I think not only do I deserve it, I need it. So let's get out in the sunlight for a bit and do that. Okay, so I see a kind of a path up. Let's get up to that clearing first. No, I can't even go carry on. I need to take a break. Oh, that was good. Water, a lifesaver. Okay, well, the good news is that I actually found my bandana. I did the right thing and put it in the side pocket of my bag. So I'm glad to have it again. Oh. Okay, onwards. Let's go. So glad to see a path. So glad. Well, what I can say is, if you're going to pave your way through jungle that hasn't been trodden before, you need a parang. Definitely, you have to slice your way through those thorny trees and roots and limbs to make your life easier. Just hear things breaking, and maybe the durian's falling or something. I don't know, I just heard something fall, or some animal in the tree, maybe. But I'm going to go over there because I just heard something fall, and it could be a durian, but it doesn't look like a durian tree. I'm not going to stray off the path because I'm conserving my energy to, yeah, it doesn't look like a durian tree. Conserving energy to get out of here. It's a good thing I had about 100 grams of butter and something to eat before I left. Whew. Some yogurt and minced beef. Look, what's this? Looks like somebody's been camping out. Crazy. So this is definitely a human path, human trail. And I'm glad, like I say, because it will lead somewhere desirable, I hope. So I actually saw a video by a YouTuber called One Ho Ho, and he's a Korean living in Malaysia, and from day to day he decided to take the challenge of climbing the stairs up to the top floor of Merdeka 118, and of course it's called 118 because it's got 118 floors. So it's 118 flights of stairs if you count one floor as the division. There's 118 floors. So I wouldn't want to take that challenge. I saw that and I thought That's crazy. I don't know, is this any crazier? Is this any worse? I don't know. Okay, looks as though I'm coming up somewhere. Oh my goodness. I see a clearing. It's probably a road. I see the light. Okay. Wow. I made it. Okay. Wow. Wow. Am I glad or am I glad? Or am I glad? I made it. That's probably the hardest trek I've done. Not in terms of inclines or incline, but because of all the thorns, and that was really challenging. So I'm going to take a bit of a break, then I'm going to take the easy route down. So let me put my socks in order, my shoes in order, and get the mosquitoes out of my face because they are really bugging me. Wow, even something that was treacherous, as soon as I stopped, I was just swarmed by black mosquitoes, which is a good thing really. And they're still swarming. See, I don't know if you can see it, but they're still swarming. So let me get out in the sunshine because they're just following me. They smell blood, I guess. Okay, so I don't think I saw very much of, didn't have very much of the viewpoint of this Bukit Lanjan. I guess the viewpoints you're going to see, the things you're going to see are like these places. I don't even want to stop and take a photograph of it. Actually, I can, and I will, because despite the mosquitoes, I have to do it. Okay, done. Yeah, it's tough to stop. I wonder what this place is. Keselamatan Tapak. What does that mean? Keperluan alat-alat keselamatan. Notice. Wonder what this notice says. Oh, careful. Medan frequency radio melepasi sempadan di kolam melebihi dan dedaan orang awam. Radio frequency fields beyond this point may exceed the general public exposure limits. So in other words, don't go there because it's treacherous to humans. So I'm not going to go down there. No way, I don't want to get zapped by electricity or, you know. I'm just gonna, this is 325 meters or 166 feet above sea level. But I'm glad I found a road down. But definitely no viewpoint of Bukit Lanjan that I was expecting. But that's okay. I don't really want to do any more jungle trails today because I think I've had enough for one day. As you can see, a bit more, just a few mosquito over there. Whoop. Just blood. So I have no desire to get torn by thorns. Now, what would a good video title be? Torn by thorns? That's silly, isn't it? Jungle of Thorns. Don't do this. Bukit Lanjan. Well, I don't know. I'll find something. There's certainly quite a lot of things to think about that could describe this video. So glad to see a road. There, look, these are the ones that really get you. They're like spiky thorns, you know, all on the reverse. The mosquitoes are not, they're just following me. Shit. Okay, so let's just get out of here. Oh. So glad to get out of here. Whew. The things I do. So it says private property, strictly no trespassing. I guess they're talking about that side. I think this road leads down somewhere. So this is one long ass video. I've only got like, oh, it says private property, strictly no trespassing, but how am I going to get down? I'm not going to go back the same way. I don't know what they're referring to either. Okay, well, I asked the guard over there and he said there's no way out that way. The only way back is to go back up, and apparently there's a way down that way. But I didn't see a way down that way, so I thought this road would lead there, but perhaps there's another road that I didn't see. But it says I have to go back up. So I'm trudging up again. My goodness, I thought I could end this video, but it's not over yet. So back up I go. More climbing. Don't do this. Back up we go. So I wonder whose place that was and how you actually access it. Do you usually use those roads there? I guess so. Must belong to somebody pretty important. And how do people get out of here? Hopefully there's a road down the other way. Not hopeful, maybe it's probably a trail, a well-used trail. Well, whatever the case, we'll find out soon. Whew. Have I done enough steps to actually be fit enough to climb Merdeka 118? Maybe. Terrible. Oh man. Okay, so I'm coming back to where I exited from the forest, and I guess I'm gonna find a way out of here via this side. Now, how exactly I don't know, because there's no obvious way of getting out of here because it's all blocked over there, and he said there's a way out, so maybe I've got to go back on the trail. I don't know. Just now that ladder was out here, now it's in there. So how do I get out? This way? Back to where I came? Well, this is the only way out. There isn't any other way that's obvious, so let's go around this way. I'm not going to go in the jungle, I'm just going to go around and see. Okay. Back in the jungle, but not that way. That's the way I came up. Let's go this way. Hopefully it'll lead to a road. Doesn't look as though this path has been used for a long time. So I'm just going around this place and not really getting anywhere, but I have to do it to find out because there's no other way out. You know, York, the best air conditioners. Okay, this pretty much looks like a dead end, so that guy was lying. Do I have to go through jungle again? My gosh, how does one get out of here? So I'm back on the path again, but this time just find if there's another obvious way out of here. because there isn't out that way. So I don't know how the people got up here in the first place. So anyway, we're back in the jungle. This is boring now. Okay, so I came up that way, but there seems to be a path leading down this way. So I'm going to follow this path and hopefully it just leads straight down. And this would be the path to take if you ever want to hike up here, because this is a very obvious path. Let's see how far it goes, and hopefully it won't stop anywhere. But this definitely looks like a trail. Thank God, because I wouldn't want to be stuck in the Jungle of Thorns again. No way. Whew. All right, much better. And let's see where this path leads out, so I can show you where to come in if you want to do this trail. Don't do like I did. You will be most inconvenienced. And yeah, probably have to suffer a bit of tears here and there via the thorns. Oh. Okay, so today I have to go buy some food as well from the supermarket, because I don't think I'll get any beef until tomorrow. I order my beef online now because it's cheaper. I get minced beef for about 49 ringgit per kilo, which is a lot cheaper than the supermarkets. The supermarkets, I think it's twice the price. Almost twice the price. Okay, now, where? Okay, this path down here. Good. Okay, so I actually did come up this way just now. I remember these trees, but I think I came from a different way, somewhere from out the jungle. So this seems to be a more obvious path down. Hopefully it won't lead to nowhere, because I'll have to make my way down again through jungle that doesn't have a trail. No, it looks as though it's a pretty well-worn trail, so I'm sure I'll be able to find my way down. Okay, so see you when I come out. So this is a pretty obvious trail. It's just like you can see it. It's very easy in the sense that you can see the trail. So yeah, just out of interest, let's see where this comes out. It would be good to know, and at least you know where to come if you want to walk up Bukit Lanjan. But there's no viewpoint or anything. You just come to, I don't even know what the place is, but so is it worth a trek? I think it's worth trekking through the jungle, because it's if you want to be bitten by mosquitoes and stuff, then yeah. And it's a bit of, wow, this is very, very steep. Okay, I gotta watch myself, because I think if I slip I won't be able to grab onto anything, because they look like thorny palms. So I have to be very careful here. It's very slippery. Wear hiking boots. Don't do as I do. Wow, okay, this is very steep. Oh, see what I mean? Whoa, and once you slip, the momentum just carries you down, so it's a bit difficult. Okay, I see some smoke over there, so looks as though we're coming to some sort of clearing somewhere. Whoop, almost lose my footing there. Okay. Oh, that's steep. Good thing I'm not climbing up. Wouldn't want to do that. Okay, so climbing up to the clearing. Looks as though there's some people living here. Somebody's drying their clothes. Durian trees. Look at that, durian trees. Durian tree. Durian tree. Durian tree surrounded by durians. Okay, this is treacherous, so watch it, Kian. Hello. Saya nak keluar, macam mana boleh? Ha, sini ya? Wah, dah hilang. Wow. Hah? Saya mari dari sana, tapi saya, wah, sangat susah pergi sana dan sana tak ada apa. Sekarang saya nak turun balik rumah. Dalam sana, okey.
Flora lah.
Ya, Flora. Ini pokok durian ah.
Saya punya kebun.
Awak kebun. So musim durian ada durian. Wah, sedap.
Kadang-kadang ikut sini ada orang lah.
Ah, okey. Alright, terima kasih ya. Bye bye. Saya turun sini ya. Hah? Saya nak dari sana. Ya, saya mesti ada apa ni? Thorns semua. Ah ya, itu sangat apa ni? Sharp.
Hutan lah.
Ya, tak ada pisau. Tak boleh, masih macam tu. So semua ada. Okey, terima kasih. Bye bye. Awak dari mana?
Nama Sarah Perdana.
Oh, okey, tahun perdana. Melayu.
Tak, asli.
Apa?
Orang Jungle.
Okey, Temuan.
Ya.
Okey.
Okey.
Alright, terima kasih ya. Bye bye. Okay, so those are Temuan. Wow, they're actually living in the jungle. And he said that that's his durian trees. So I wonder if Temuans actually get land. I don't know, but I guess they just live here because this is really their land. Okay, so there's no obvious path here and getting caught everywhere. But it's okay, it's better than those thorns. Wow, it's amazing, huh? There's still some Temuan who prefer to live in the jungle. And that's great, but why are they clearing it up over here? Look at it, it's been cleared. Anyway, I'm glad I'm getting up. This is very steep though. Look, more durians. Okay, so where do I go from here? Doesn't seem to be an obvious path. Mosquitoes getting my eye, so I ain't gonna stop and think about it. Whoa. Okay, macam mana sekarang? Hello? Hello? You can't hear me. So I don't know if I'm going this way or this way. Don't know. So I guess the best way is straight down where they've made a clearing up here. I wonder why they've made clearing up here for. But it does mean I have to traverse all these cut down trees, which is very slippery, and because there are branches there, you don't know how deep they are, but it seems to make the most sense, because why would they clear this space if there wasn't a way down? Unless there's a path down that way, which I don't know about. Okay, is there a way down? Is there a path there? Well, I don't know. I have to find out. So I have to go that way. Okay, so I don't know. I mean, I've come across those cut down trees, and there's no obvious path. So I can hear things, but it means venturing into the forest again somehow. Okay, where's the path? Let's find a path. Is that one over there? Okay, so his instructions was just straight down, follow the line of the chopped trees to get out. So let's just do that, shall we? So this durian is split open and I can see some fruit in there. So I'm quite hopeful my durian. I think it's a very tiny durian, but I think there should be some durian in there, and I'm keen to find out. But let's get out of here first, okay? So this is where the chopped trees end, and then it goes into there. But he said just to go straight down, so I'm following it as straight as I can down. And that means getting off this and trying to find my way down through here. But there's no path. So, gosh, are we back here? Huh. Ouch. Okay, we're back in the Jungle of Thorns. There must be a better way out. Let's go. Okay, so beyond those chopped trees, I see some sort of a path, and I'm hoping that that is the path down. It's not very obvious, obviously, because it's been hidden by the chopped trees. But let's keep our fingers crossed, because it might be a way out. I'm fed up of trying my way away through the jungle. Ouch! There we go, thorns again. No way, man. Okay, this is the straightest way down, but as you can see, it's all jungle, but at least there are no thorns. So, man, I just gotta get out of here. I'm gonna put my camera away, the GoPro, no, the Nikon, so that I can not worry about it, because it's getting in the way. And what a place to do it, right in the middle of the jungle. Wow. Okay, let's just find a clearing as much. Follow clearing, okay? Okay, let's put the camera away while we can. So I don't know what he was saying, just follow the trail down, follow those trees, because it wasn't obvious, and I had to cut my way through, find my way through thorns again. But now I've come to something that looks more like what could be a path, but I'm still not free of thorns, because some of these plants still have thorns on them. But I see more sort of a path down. Whoa! Just fell in a pothole. And just now I had to take my shoes off because there was a thorn in under my socks, and it was pricking my sole, so that was a bit painful. And nothing worse than to have to take off your shoes right in the middle of the jungle. What's the way out of here? So I'm still not out of it. I seem to be following some sort of temporary stream, but it's full of thorns again. So I have to find my way out of here. But so I don't know what the Temuan was saying when they said just go down straight. There's no path. I guess he meant make your own path, but I see some trees there that have been chopped, but how do I get to it? I don't know. Yeah, I found a trail. That's where I came from. But which way? Maybe this way. Let me check Google Maps. So according to Google Maps, this way seems to be the right direction. So let's hope there's this path. Oh, great. Right. Lead somewhere. Certainly it's an overgrown path if this is path. But I guess so. Still thorns. Yow, it's putting my hat. Well, it's a good thing I have a hat, huh? Oh, shit. Yeah, the treacherous things are like I say, the vines across the paths and stuff can really catch your feet and trip you up. Alright, I think it's over there. See sort of a path. I mean, the other side looked as though it was a clearer path, but I didn't know where that was. It seemed to be getting further away. So this seemed to be the better option, but the path's gone now. Okay, more thorns. Gotta stop filming. And all of a sudden a path seems to have just shown itself. Well, what I can see is what I think is a path because it's a clearing. So, oh, I'm getting there. Yeah, if I don't slip into trip and fall. Gosh, this is treacherous. Hiking boots, people. Oh, signs of civilization, pipes and stuff. Oh my God, I think I've made it. Oh, this looks like a rubber tree. You can see the slashes here. Of some kind of tree which had sap. Okay, let's see where we come out, huh? I'm curious to find out. Wow, look at that. Come out to a view of a pond or a lake. Look at that. And if I go this way, I'm just going to go straight into the lake. Maybe that's the stream leading down to the lake. But still have to get down. No going back. So I was dying of thirst, so I reached for my water bottle and found that it's gone. I think during one of the difficult passages it must have just fallen out. And now I don't have any water. But I'm not too far away. This looks like a sheer drop down into the lake. But I have to proceed downwards. I mean, there's no other way. I'm not going to go back up. So I have to go down. I'll just go down and see where it leads to. It must lead somewhere. I can hear construction work over there. So let's do this. Okay, I don't know what happened there. I was in the wrong video mode. But okay. Getting caught by these stupid things. I'm gonna put off the video now because I only have like a few minutes left, and so I wanna have to conserve the memory. Some kind of path down there. This is pretty treacherous though, so I have to be very careful here because it's very steep. I just have to place my trust in trees that are green. Just now I grabbed onto something that just broke in my hands and broke underfoot, and I almost dropped. Okay, so let's try to get onto us. Where can I grab on? Okay, I'm gonna have to let go somehow, but I need something to grab onto. that's not thorny. Interesting predicament. I have to let go somehow. Can't even turn off the camera. So you're stuck with me here, okay. Okay, got it. Phew. Gee whiz. Right, we don't want to fall down in there, because that looks like a sheer drop. Look at that. It's probably just straight down. Okay, no way. This is really treacherous. I'm coming too close as well. So let's try to find a path down. I'm going to stop filming now because this is a bit dangerous. I'm going to use both hands. This is the hardest hike I've been on. I mean, I really just had to put away the cameras because I was afraid for my life, because it was a sheer drop and there's no clear way out. So I had to use my wits. I had to have my wits and my hands about me. And there were some places where it was like a sheer slope and I had to use the trees to pull myself up. I needed both hands. And also, it's such a steep incline that I literally at some parts had to take it a step at a time, because I just didn't have the breath to continue. And of course, it being slippery doesn't help with my shoes. So hopefully this will lead somewhere, but we shall see. Okay, gotta save memory. Okay, so this place looks familiar. I remember those zinc things. Look, more DURIANS. And I came up from here, so at least I know there's a way down. Another durian. Well, I've got one, and hopefully that will have some fruit in it. So that'll do, no matter how small. Okay, so all I have to do is go down here and follow the drain out. Thank God. I'm so glad this is over. Those mosquitoes are still getting my eyes. Ouch! Come on, mosquito, man. I'm not going up there because I'm just gonna go down and get some water. It's the first thing I need to do. So let's go! Look at this one. This one is a proper size. And don't know if it's edible. Oops. But it's even bigger than the one I picked up just now. This looks like really proper. So shall I take it back? Why not? I mean, after all, I didn't want to try wild DURIANS. It's huge. Let's take it back. Oh. Okay. So there's another huge durian here, look at that. But I think I got enough. I got a big one and a small one. And that's enough. Whoa, look, another one. This one's another big one. Look at that one. Let's check and see if it's fresh. Whoa, this is huge. Mosquitoes are getting me. But it looks as though it's been there for some time, so I'm going to leave that. Crazy, huh? You get DURIANS here if you're just durian trees, man. Okay, let's get out of here. That's the drain. Yay! We found it. Oh, man. Whoa. Civilization. Yeah. Okay, guys and girls, if you want to go up Bukit Lanjan, don't follow me. Follow the drain, but after that you're on your own. Whoa. But if you want some DURIANS, come and get them. I was tempted to take the other durian, but it might be full of bugs or worms. I don't like worms, so I didn't want to risk it. And I think I've got enough. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, as you can see, it's pretty treacherous. Even though it's dry, I spotted another durian in there. And maybe I ought to be using the drain as steps, because it seems to make more sense. But then I think I'll just stick to the path. So I made it out, and yes, it's where I imagined it to be, the path that's beside the rubbish depot, where so there's the path behind. You can get the drain up. Don't do as I do and go up that way, because you'll just encounter the Jungle of Thorns. It's better to use the beaten path. Gosh, so I'm back out. Am I glad to see this place? Okay, I'm going around the front now because I need to get some water. That's my first priority. Oh man, that was difficult. It's probably the most difficult thing and treacherous thing I've done for some time. Man, don't fool around. There's thorns and there's jungle. Oh, but I'll get those durians cut open so that you can see what they're like. Well, okay, so I found a place that would lend me a knife. So instead of taking it back, I'm just going to open it here. That's the bigger one, that's the small one. I don't know if it's edible, but we'll find out. Dari hutan.
Whoa. We tried for our mates to get it open, but it wouldn't budge. So they were saying it probably just got knocked off the tree somehow and wasn't right when it dropped. So we gave up and I threw it away.
So I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.